Wouldn't it be great if you got to play to your strengths most of the time? I mean, if you think back to when you were a kid, didn't you on some level kind of know instinctively what got you out of bed every day? You just knew instinctively what your strengths were, what strengthened you, and your unique mark was going to be made on the world. The research shows that actually very few of us manage to get to that place, that less than 2 out of 10 of us actually get to play to our strengths at work. The question is, are you one of the 2 out of 10? And if you aren't, how do you get to be?
And I knew exactly who could help: Marcus Buckingham. Marcus is a best-selling author with a radical approach to work life.
Here to make sense of all this is Marcus Buckingham.
Well, best-selling author and motivational speaker Marcus Buckingham says use this time as an opportunity for personal growth.
His name is Marcus Buckingham, and he has become a celebrity already thanks to his brand new book.
If you're unemployed, what do you do?
Marcus, talk about the sign, the SIGN, for a minute.
Marcus Buckingham says that we first have to understand where to focus our efforts.
Yes, I mean, Marcus's book is about putting your strengths to work.
Today, our special guest speaker has been described by such diverse sources as Fortune Magazine and Oprah Winfrey as a strengths management guru and the leader of the strengths revolution.
And he's also been profiled in the New York Times, the Wall Street Journal, USA Today, Fortune, and Harvard Business Review.
He has made it his mission to bring the message of personal strengths to the world.
Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Marcus Buckingham.
I worked for Gallup for 17 years. Their research remains consistent.
After interviewing tens of thousands of people about their work, the most enduring discovery is that the experience of working can be great just because it can show you how great you can be. Because if you look at the best teams, they're not filled with perfectly well-rounded people. When you look at the most successful people in any particular role, they don't all do it the same way. They all look weirdly unique and idiosyncratic.
You think about one of the great things about human nature is that each human's nature is unique.
And our job in the HR technology world is to help someone to take what is unique about them and turn it into something useful. How much of performance is a function of what you learn, and how much of performance is a function of who you are.
You've got to get very specific at describing your own strengths.
You have strengths. Which are your areas of opportunity? You will grow the most, learn the most, develop the most in your areas of strength.
You may grow as a person, but it's not because you've become a different person. It's because you've become a more intelligent version of who you've always been.
You as an individual will learn and grow the most in the areas where you already have some natural advantage.
You have a distinctive angle of attack, and it's describable. If you're an advisor, your first question in any situation is always, what is the best thing to do? And you've always been this way. Even at 10 years old, people would run up to you in the schoolyard and go, I can't find my homework. And you're like, aha, here's what you should do. First you should do this, then you should do this. I can't find my beret. Why are you wearing a beret? Never mind. First we'll do this, then we'll do... That's what you were. Even at 10, you were this way.
We've got the data, we've got the tools, we've got the technology today to enable us to capture all of that wonderful, unique variety of what team leaders and team members actually do.
What the team needs from you, it needs you to find out what your strengths are and volunteer those most of the time.
That's what we should do. Trying to get people to do a lot of that. Because we know it drives performance and engagement and collaboration.
Figure out what the best is that you've got to bring and then bring it. Often.
I love that. Okay, so let's just recap.
How do you start?
Well, my whole focus in my career has been focusing on people who are doing things really well. Well, there's a few things that you can start off. I think first, tremendously important to get started right away. There's all sorts of great tools where you can put your strengths in, your experience available.
Be adventuresome.
Yes.
What are those things you instinctively look forward to? That's probably a pretty good sign. It's a strength.
That's not a random situation. We are wired that way. And where your passion is where your real work should be.
How I approach things was unique. I could see that I have talents that I don't have to work so hard at, that other people have to work a little harder at, but that come naturally to me. It was really almost life-changing.
I've learned now to run my business and not let it run me.
I have done a complete 180 with my attitude at work, and now just focus on the tasks that are my true strengths.
All the really intriguing uniquenesses about you are beneath the surface. The best teacher
about that uniqueness is you.
Correct.
And
that is true for everybody.
Everybody.
Yes, yeah.
If you can find a role in which you can play to your strengths most of the time, then everybody wins. I mean, sure, there's only 2 out of 10 people that get to play to their strengths most of the time, but maybe the only thing that's stopping you from joining them is what you believe. Don't wait for that perfect job or that perfect company or that perfect boss, because these things may never come. Start taking control today. Start playing to your strengths.